You've made it to Friday. Happy editing and revising day. If you haven't already gotten your green pencil crayon, you need to go get it. We started with a read aloud called Mud by Mary Lynn Ray. Then we created a plan. First we brainstormed about different types of weather. Then we chose one to include in our story this week. My story was about snow. Now that it's all gone, I'm feeling a little sad, a little reminiscent of all the fun we had in the snow sledding, and I thought I'd write a little bit about snow. To begin, every Friday we read our writing out loud to ourselves. We do this to check our sentences. Are our sentences too long? Do I need to pause to breathe? Do I need to add some punctuation? And do our sentences make sense? As I read out loud, I'm just going to watch for those two things. Are my sentences too long? And do they make sense when I read them out loud? One afternoon it begins. The sun yawns, pulls up its covers, and lets go for another night. But I'm pausing for punctuation. I'm breathing. It always happens at night, so I need to add some punctuation during my 3, 2, 1 check. Someone looking out the window will see the sky turn to haze. Punctuation looks good. The ground will shiver as it greets an old friend. By morning, the brown leaves will be forgotten under a layer of cold. Only the hills will remember their shape. Fall will crunch, squeak, and slip into snow. I'm seeing a spelling mistake. I'm just underlining it so that when I come back, I can fix it quickly. Beautiful snow. Pack it, pile it, dig it, roll in it. Sticky, gloppy, mushy, magnificent snow. I think I may have spelled that incorrect. I'll just double check during my editing. Come winter, come snow, come white. I forgot to cross my T, so I'll just make sure I do that so my writing is clear. Now that I've read it out loud to myself, it's time to read it to someone else. If you have someone at home to do this to, that would be fantastic. Just remember, when you are asking for feedback, make sure they look at our writing goals this year. Introduce them to things like interesting details, surprising words. Did I hook my reader? Did I include my senses? Is my writing neat? Did I stay on topic? Do I include punctuation like periods? Did I capitalize the beginning of my sentences? Read it out loud to them, ask them for something they liked and something you can try next time. This is a great opportunity for you to review what is my goal this term? What did I talk about with Mr. Mack when we had our writing conference? What am I supposed to be working on? You've read it out loud to yourself and hopefully you've gotten some feedback from someone else. Well, we've made it to our 3, 2, 1 check. 3 spelling, punctuation, spacing corrections, 2 triple scoop words, and 1 sentence shakeup. Now, I really focused on my triple scoop words this week. I might have a difficult time coming up with better ones because I worked so hard focusing on that during my planning. But let's take a look. Let's fix some spelling mistakes. So I checked the spelling of squeak. Squeak is a real interesting one. It's U-E-A. And I forgot the A when I was writing. Double check that in a dictionary, fixed it. I added a punctuation over here and I fixed the spelling of a couple words. Last one was magnificent. So it looks like I did spell it correctly. It's just a little messy. So I'm just going to make it a little neater to make sure my writing's clear. 2 word windups. Well, I do have a couple places where I just say brown or white. I could maybe get a little more descriptive of those colors. I could say like an umber brown or choose a more specific color. That might be a good idea. So when we think about colors, we can think of things that are colored. So when it comes to brown, I think of maybe syrup or caramel or maybe a cedar brown, maybe a peanut or a chocolate. So I'm describing leaves. It's kind of a lighter color. Maybe I'm going to go with like a peanut brown leaves. White can be a little more tricky, but I think of like eggshells. I think of maybe like a natural white, ivory. When it comes to snow, maybe I'm just going to say something like vivid. Come, vivid white. Those are my 2 triple scoop words. I'm off to my sentence shakeup. Near the end of my writing, I use a lot of lists, and I wonder if I use this strategy a little too much. Maybe by the end, my reader's tired of all those short sentences. So thinking about that, maybe my last sentence can be a nice, long, peaceful sentence. Description of a winter scene, maybe of children playing. Sticky, gloppy, mushy, magnificent snow. Come and enjoy the vivid white expanse. Adding that nice ending, that nice conclusion to wrap it up in a nice bow. That's it for my writing this week. It's your turn. I look forward to reading your wonderful adventures, your wonderful descriptions of weather.